Welcome to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm John. We're a couple of overweight barbecue enthusiasts trying to share our love for sweet and smoky food with the world.
Thanks for hanging out with us as we talk about life, share recipes, successes, and failures that have all led to our love of cooking outdoors.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm John, here with the one and only Mike.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands, I like it.
I don't know. I never know what to do with my hands.
I just sit here and fiddle with my mic cord.
What is that? Talladega Nights? It's like, what should I do with my hands? Yeah, big Will Ferrell fan over here.
I'm sorry, man. Right. I really wish I could get past it.
Honestly, I think I saw it once in high school. I don't think I've seen it.
And
I quote it all the time.
He's got a couple of just like awesome one-liners that I love. Mm-hmm. But watching Will Ferrell in a movie is maybe... Be ready, everyone. Unpopular opinion here.
Oof.
It's just freaking painful, man. Like,
come on.
Nobody is that stupid.
I think you've just seen the wrong movies. Have you seen El Casa de Mi Padre?
I have not seen.
I forgot all about it. My boss was reminding me about it today. It is
El Casa
the worst show ever. Like, it's one of his movies, but it's all in Spanish. So none of the people are native Spanish. Well, actually, he might just be the only one that's not native Spanish. It's pretty funny. You should watch it. You'd love it.
I'm not sure I could handle it, man. I watch Elf every year with Haley because it's one of her favorite movies.
You don't like Elf?
No, dude.
Dude, come on.
How stupid do you have to be to know that you don't belong with that group of people?
Oh, come on. It's part of the plot.
I'm just saying it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm all about stupid humor. Like, I am stupid humor. But that's...
Can't do Will Ferrell, huh?
That's just like one step too far.
All right. Well, never mind then.
I think I probably shouldn't. No, I probably shouldn't say my favorite movie. It's inappropriate that he's in.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to leave that one out. Yeah. Well...
Hi, everybody.
Hey. I feel like it's been a while again. I guess it hasn't. It's only been a week. Yeah, it's been a week and a couple days.
It's been a while since we've recorded, but we've spent a lot of time together.
We have. Way too much, actually. And this is... It pains me to announce this is when we end it because we can't stand each other anymore. So...
Wow, you and
Thanks
I had
for listening.
We had very different experiences, apparently.
I'm just kidding. Where we been, John?
We went to girls' camp.
Oh, so fun.
We did facials.
So fun. I went sunbathing. UV index was 11.
You did? You were there?
Yep.
I forgot to put it back on this morning, but we made bracelets.
We did make bracelets. I don't know where mine is.
You broke yours.
Oh, that's right. But my wife fixed it. I don't think she ever did. Yeah,
she took it like she was going to.
That's right. And then she never fixed it.
Yeah.
That's really
So before anyone calls the police and accuses us of being pedophiles or something like that, we weren't. We were there. We're supporting our wives. Mm-hmm. They're both involved with the teenage girls at our church group, and they went on a camping trip, and Mike and I went along to cook and carry heavy things and do what we were told. And
basically just hang out.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Whitney told me today, you guys basically didn't do anything but hang out. I was like, what? We were helpful. We interacted with people.
We set up the redneck water slide.
Yeah.
We carried heavy stuff.
We went to Beto's secretly.
And then got caught.
Yeah.
And, hey, we made dinner.
We did make dinner. And that's what we're going to talk about mostly today.
And we were just generally pleasant to be around.
I was going to say, we were delightful. We're hilarious and adorable. So.
Yeah. I'm not sure Ashlyn Nelson feels that way, but...
Yeah, that's true. She was not excited about us.
But yeah, she was like...
Genuine beard care questions. They did a little night where they...
It was a pamper night.
Yeah, a pamper night. They did facials and talked about hair care and skin care.
We were just trying
to learn.
John
asked about his beard, and we got shut down hard.
Yeah.
It was kind of embarrassing.
Well, I don't know. Like, and I've been kind of paranoid about it ever since.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. How often to wash my hair and wash my face. Like,
That's true.
I knew Haley didn't wash her hair every day. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't wash my hair every day.
Right. And she was like, no.
Yeah.
Every day for you. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we got told that. And I'm not going to lie. I hadn't been washing my hair every day because I thought you weren't supposed to. My scalp itches, man. Like, I'm feeling like I'm drying out. I think
because now you have been.
Yeah.
Maybe you have oily skin. No.
Sulfates in the shampoo.
Yes, that's what it was.
Probably. I
don't know. We tried to be good sports about it, but some of that stuff was just
oh my gosh,
not for me. So
yeah, I'm sorry. I will continue to use a bar of Ivory soap and whatever the Walmart brand of Head and Shoulders is.
There you go.
For the rest of my adult life.
Absolutely. Before we launch into the cook, which I think will be good, we have a shout out today.
We do.
We got sponsored for a second.
We have a drink sponsor.
Heck yeah.
Give him a shout out, Mike.
RIP Barbecue, right? The listener, Josh, and he's messaged us before. Awesome dude. He did some chocolate chipotle ribs that he told us about.
Yeah.
And I didn't try any, but I know some people that were at the party that he did that at, and they said they were the first things gone, like everybody was way into
That's
him.
awesome.
So cool dude. I think and Josh, correct us if we're wrong, but I think he's starting to get a little side hustle going, building smokers for people.
I know.
Is that what you gathered based on his messages
from
to
what
us?
we've talked about with him? And yeah, all this has been over Instagram, but yeah, he said he was going to start building offsets, which we should probably talk to him at some point.
Right.
Because there's still a 500-gallon propane tank in front of my house.
There is, and we've been so busy, there's not been a lot of progress made.
Hey, we filled it up with water. Mm-hmm. My uncle was adamant that I was like, it's been sitting empty, like sitting open for years. Mm-hmm. He's like, nope, fill it with water. Apparently, especially when they're freshly retired, there's little bits of propane that can stay trapped in those.
Really?
Yeah.
And still catch on fire. Huh?
Yeah, so when you put a plasma cutter to it, things go boom.
Yeah, that's not really what we want, I feel like.
No. So, I appreciated that my uncle loves me enough to make sure I don't go boom.
Thanks, Uncle.
Yeah.
That's good. Good on him.
Good old Uncle Rob taking care of me. So we filled it with water, let it sit for a while. It is siphoning as we speak.
It
Getting
is.
the water out. So
Killing all the ants in the neighborhood.
Yep. So I'm excited to get working on it, man.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Need to get going.
Should be a lot of fun.
By the time we get started, it'll be Christmas. So.
No way, man. I want to use it for Labor Day.
Oh, sweet. We got a goal.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's my goal. I want to end the official barbecue season.
With the biggin, huh?
With the biggin.
On board 100%. Sweet.
Yeah. End the summer barbecue season, getting ready for postseason with football.
There you go. I like it.
I do too.
I like it. Anyway, so, RIP Barbecue.
RIP Barbecue. Josh.
Sweet dude.
Thanks for being our drink sponsor. Yep. If anyone else would like to be our drink sponsor.
Yeah, feel free.
Feel free. Or just add it Maverick until they become an official
until
show
they
sponsor.
do it again. Good people over there. Good people.
I know.
John's on a first-name basis with all of them. I just go in, say nothing, and you self-checkout. But John's a lot more friendly than I am.
Hey, they've hired some new folks. I didn't know. The two that were there tonight.
Yeah.
I was worried until Lugene came out and she took care of us.
She's the OG. She knows what she's doing.
Lugene and Leon.
Yep, Leon.
Leon's our boy. So
good folks.
Anyways, now that everyone's really excited because they've learned all about
the local Maverick. Anyways,
this is I think this is why people listen in.
I feel like this is why we're losing listeners on a daily basis.
We're not losing listeners.
I know, but if we were, I think this might be why.
If you're going to stop listening to us, please add at us.
Yeah.
YouTube,
let us know.
Facebook, Instagram, and now TikTok.
Yeah, we did get a TikTok.
Have you posted anything?
I haven't posted anything. Have you posted anything?
I don't know how to use TikTok.
Here's a story. It was a great cook that we're about to talk about, and I wanted to document it before we talked about it to maybe just let people know, hey, this is what we did, give some pictures and stuff, and I made it on my personal Instagram account. And then I tried to like collaborate with Fat Guys with Smokers.
It came over.
I think it worked, but we can't really... I feel like we can't interact with it the same way as we can other stuff that we create.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I still see the comments and everything that hit there.
No, all right. Well,
so
anyway, we are going to be better at our social media stuff.
We are.
Eventually.
If any of our listeners are aspiring social media managers and would like an internship.
Unpaid internship.
I mean, we'll buy Maverick drinks.
There we go. That's good. That's better than some internships, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Please reach out.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. Jeez. This is a hot mess. I mean, what are we? People are listening to this, man. Okay.
We're only 10 minutes in, people. It's just going to be better from here.
We're just getting fired up. What was I going to say? Oh, so this cook, we talked about it on the podcast. Did we talk about it, what we were actually going to do, or we just kind of talked about, oh, yeah, we're going to cook and we'll see what it is?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But we wanted to do kind of a luau. And we thought about doing a whole pig.
We did.
But I think wisely...
Captain Funsucker shut us down.
Wisely, though. I talked to my wife about it. She's like, that was probably a good call, because I don't know that these girls would take too kindly to eating something that they could see.
Baby pigs?
Yeah. I mean, whatever. Anyway. But we ended up doing a luau theme. Tell us about where you found this idea. Because I had never seen the pineapple bowl thing.
I've seen it a couple of different places.
Okay, so this wasn't...
No. I mean, this is one... I think it's on the Traeger app's recipe.
Okay.
That it's like Hawaiian pulled pork or something as the title of the recipe. But real simple, like, prep work.
Mm-hmm.
Bone-in pork shoulder, salt and pepper liberally.
Nothing else. Like, we didn't use any rubs or any, just salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper were the only, like, spices put on it. But then you wrap it in banana leaves.
Yeah. Which I thought was weird, but actually, I was kind of digging the flavor.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's... If you were to do a traditional luau and have an emu, that's the pit in the ground, for those who didn't know, you line the emu with banana leaves. So... So do
you wrap the food in the banana leaves, or just line the emu with? I guess essentially it does get wrapped.
You line
bury
the emu,
it, right?
and then you fold the leaves over the top of the pig, and then you bury it and build the fire on top of it. So that's kind of the flavors that you're playing with. But yeah, so we did that. Did Hawaiian pulled pork,
and we did it on your drum.
We did maiden voyage.
Yeah, I think it went well.
I'm not sure which. It was 50% good.
Right.
We had one pork shoulder that just didn't agree with us, even though all the signs and signals said, I'm done.
Man, I don't get it. However, it was our bad. Neither of us brought a thermometer.
Yeah.
And we have talked extensively on this podcast about how important a thermometer is to a cook.
It is. We got arrogant. We said, and I actually said this to someone, do you know how many pork shoulders I have cooked? All I have to do is stick a fork in it, and I will know.
That someone was my wife.
I did tell your wife that.
And she mentioned multiple times that she was biting her tongue because we seemed really stressed at the end, but wanted to reiterate that.
Well, I'm glad she saved it for...
She's wise.
Saved it for the bedroom and...
Hell. It wasn't in the bedroom.
Let's keep it PG, folks.
Yeah,
keep
clean
it PG.
podcast.
Yeah, so we had a pork shoulder that poked it, turned the fork, felt like it was done. One of them was probably about 10 degrees off. And
I mean, when we're running these pits, so, I mean, maiden voyage, we threw a bunch of charcoal in our baskets. We sprinkled some apple apple wood chunks. And we were saying multiple times like how consistent it was. Like we did not go on the hike with everybody because we were worried our temperatures would be fluctuating all over and we'd have to sit and babysit our temperatures. But according to the temperature gauges on the drums, which I got mine on Amazon, so
that's where I got mine.
But I've used it for a long time.
Yeah.
They stayed consistently right at 250.
Yep. So Ugly Drum Smokers, if for whoever is just finding us and hasn't been listening, but 55-gallon barrel that you basically, like, we cleaned them up, cleaned them out, burned them off, and then drilled some holes in it for ventilation, put a ball valve down at the bottom so that we could control the airflow, and then ran rebar across it and put a grate on it.
Yep.
So to kind of give an image of what that is, and check out the Instagram and Facebook pages. They've got some cool videos of the smoke rolling out of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we cooked them. They ran for about 7 hours, which tied in with your experience previously. Plus, they were wrapped in banana leaves, which is kind of like wrapping it in foil or butcher paper, so it should have sped the cook up.
Expedites things a little bit.
And then we pulled them off, and one of them was perfect.
Oh, yeah. Pulled the bone right out. I mean, we had the bear claws that you can use to shred pork and didn't even need them. I mean, you could have pulled it by hand easy.
And the other one, I'm just glad I had my cleaver with me because, I mean, we had chopped pork instead of pulled pork.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to... You were the one that went... We were all excited. It was the first one we opened. And we went to pull the bone out. As soon as
I picked it up, I knew it was bad news.
Oh, it was a bummer. I mean, it was done. It was food safe, obviously. But it just had not had that time to render. And if we had a thermometer, we might know that and would have jacked the temp up a little bit or babysat it a little extra. But we just assumed they were both running the same. Yep. It seemed fork tender when we checked it. The other one was perfect. This one was not perfect. It tasted fine, but we ended up having to chop it up with the cleaver.
Yeah.
Which, quick thinking on your part, because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the... If you can't get something tender, cut it up really small so you don't have to chew it up really small. And
there you go.
It's a little bit of a cheat.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we had this pulled pork, which was... Still had really good flavor.
Yeah, very good. A lot of compliments on the pork.
We, I think, scared a cashier at the at the local grocery store on the other side of the mountain range here.
Small town grocery store.
Yeah, very.
We went in and got, how many did we get? 22 pineapples.
22, 23. We spent almost $100 on pineapple.
I think everybody in that store gave us some weird looks. I mean, nice people, but just like, what? There's some old dude behind us.
Yeah,
like,
we had
pineapple? What are you doing with 22 pineapples?
Yeah, we had Hillbilly Bob that was really, really confused about what was going on. Cashier that was, I think, literally said, I don't care what you buy. I'm just glad you bought it here. I need a paycheck.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the bagger, who looked like she was probably 17, 18.
Yeah, probably in that range.
Like, had graduated from the youth group age. That was kind of like, oh, we never did anything that fun at our girls' camp. That was kind of fun. But so we took these pineapples and we cut them in half the long way. And kind of scraped out the pineapple, cut out the pineapple out of the middle, and made a bowl. Yeah, so we
scored them, right, and made like 9 squares, cored out the core, and then tried to kind of save the outsides for pineapple. But yeah, it was pretty labor intense, but it wasn't too bad. Once we did a few, it actually started going pretty quick.
Yeah, we got a system going, and that was cool. We took the pineapple out of the middle, threw that out on the grill with some brown sugar and cinnamon. That was delicious.
That was way good, man. I'm not a huge cooked pineapple fan. Like, I don't like it on pizza or anything, but
big fan.
That was bomb.
Big fan here.
And it actually went pretty well on the rice bowls, too.
Yeah. So, and then we had coconut rice that we put in the pineapple bowl with pork, and then the pineapple, and we had some zucchini.
Yeah.
Because we had to have something green and healthy because it was girls' camp and not boys' camp.
Which I immediately fried in butter and sauteed. But it was pretty bomb.
Yep.
With a little AP rub on it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
So it went way faster than I thought it was going to.
What's that Japanese barbecue sauce that you use? That was bomb. I'm
going to slaughter the...
I know I've seen it at Costco maybe. Mm-hmm. But I can't remember what it was.
Starts with a B, and I'm gonna look it up, because if not, I'm even looking it up, I'm probably going to...
I have seen that, and I've wanted to be like, oh, that might be fun to have, but that was really good.
It's Bacans.
Bacans.
Bachans. And I'm like saying it in Spanish, but Bacans. I don't know.
Bachans.
Bachans. That's how a Utah person would say it.
Yeah. Bachans.
And they've got different flavors too.
I've seen, like I say, I've seen them on the shelf. I haven't tried them, but
yeah,
it wasn't like a teriyaki sauce. Would you agree?
It's kind of teriyaki-ish.
I mean, teriyaki vibes, but it wasn't straight teriyaki.
Yeah.
It was barbecue sauce.
It's friggin' delicious. We love it here.
It was good.
So there's that one, the original. It's got red text. Mm-hmm. The other one that I actually have upstairs is the green bottle, and it's a yuzu.
I don't know what that means. What's yuzu?
It's like a pineapple ginger.
Oh, interesting.
It's really good. It's awesome.
What are you eating on?
We eat it on chicken.
Really?
Yeah. I think you could put it on anything.
Yeah.
Anything but your peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, that'd be gross.
Yeah.
Sidebar, speaking of stuff you put on chicken, we got a care package from our buddy Adam over at this Juke and Q, and it had some of that garlic junkie in it. Holy crap, man.
Well, I know. He hooked us up, and I gave him both of our addresses, but I was like, hey, if you just want to ship one, like send it to either one of us and we'll share it. So I very slowly and carefully worded a text to Mike like, hey man, did you get a package today?
I was so glad when you said that, because I would have shared with you, but I really didn't want to. I was pretty excited.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I had already decided I would make sure you got the garlic junkie.
Oh, thank you.
Because I have a bottle that I bought because it's...
Dude, it's good.
It's so good.
I just sprinkled it on... We just did drumsticks. We cooked them in the oven, but we put some garlic junkie on them. Oh my gosh. It's borderline stupid good, I think, is what you said. Yep.
So it was fantastic. So, yeah, Adam definitely hooked us up.
Yeah. Sidebar over. Back to our pineapple bowls.
Yep, back to our pineapple bowls. So, check it out on Instagram. Yeah. I think they turned out pretty cool.
Oh, very cool.
Really cool presentation. Mm-hmm. And they were just, delicious.
It's the first time I've ever really thought about presentation. When you said, we're going to make bowls out of these, I was like, all right. It was actually pretty cool and tasty.
It looked cool, and a bunch of the girls were like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah,
this
pretty
is so
excited
much
about
fun.
it. So it's different. It kind of mixed things up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not something you're going to do every Sunday or
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah. It was fun.
And then for dessert, we used part of the pineapple.
We had a little bit left over because we cut up 22 pineapples, and took the middle out. So there's a little bit left over.
But we made pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah.
And I even think that was pretty good.
Is this your first time making that?
No, I've made that a whole bunch.
You made it kind of like cobbler. Would you agree?
Yes and no.
Tell us about it.
So kind of like cobbler, and you put the fruit on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And these were probably the best I've ever made. And I've been making this recipe off and on since I was 12.
Okay.
The recipe came out of the cookbook that I got when I got my first Dutch oven.
Oh, cool.
When I was 13, maybe 12 or 13.
Cool.
Yeah, I got a 10-inch Dutch oven, which I still have.
Nice.
Still building on its seasoning.
Sure.
For Christmas when I was 12 years old. And Paul Norris and Irv Yokoyama, we've talked about Irv, were my scout leaders, but Paul brought me Christmas morning a lid lifter,
Oh, cool.
and a binder, like a 2.5, 3-inch blue binder.
Oh, big one.
With a cookbook that that I've had for all these years.
That's way cool.
So the recipe came out of that, and I've been making this ever since then. This is the first time I've ever done it with fresh pineapple, though. So
Usually canned, huh?
yeah, it's supposed to be canned rings, a pineapple, and then you put a maraschino cherry in the center of every one of them.
Okay.
But yeah, so you start with butter and brown sugar, kind of melt that down in the bottom of a Dutch oven. Pro tip, line it with foil or use the liners.
Why is that?
This will wreck your...
I was going to say that acidity probably will.
Well, it's not even the acidity, it's just the sugar. Like, if that sugar burns, like, it will wreck your Dutch oven. So, but yeah, you melt down the sugar and kind of get that into a caramel, and then you put pineapple and maraschino cherries down. Now, a cobbler, I just do dump cobblers where, like, you sprinkle the cake mix over the top of it. This, you prepare the cake mix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you prepare the cake mix as instructed, but you're supposed to use like some of the pineapple juice. And we used a little bit of the pineapple juice. There wasn't as much because it wasn't a can of pineapple.
Right.
But then I always use Mountain Dew. So, for my extra liquid, I don't put very much water in.
Nice.
So, that's how I roll. So, do that, and then you just bake it in a Dutch oven. I think it's 12 coals on the bottom and 9 on top for about 45 minutes. And then you flip them upside down.
You do flip them as you take them out, huh?
Yep.
That was bomb. Like, very good. Yeah. See, I've always done the dump cobbler too, but I think it's interesting. I wonder if you could just do any kind of cobbler that way. Prepare the cake mix and then put it in.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
It's pretty awesome.
But, yeah, you dirty a bowl, which kind of sucks when you're camping, but
yeah,
we had a full kitchen to clean in.
We did, yeah. We were in a pretty nice facility.
But then, I mean, I think the important part was the Kirkland vanilla ice cream.
Yes.
Man, if you haven't had Costco's vanilla ice cream, you're missing out.
That is some of the better ice cream that you can get, and cheaper than going to get somewhere else.
It's like, it was $15 for a gallon of ice cream.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about like when you go to the window when you're shopping.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the stuff we bought, wicked expensive, but it's delicious.
Pretty good, huh?
But yeah, if you go to the cafe for, was it like $1.99?
For a big one.
$1.99, and you get like 18 ounces of the best soft serve.
Oh, it's good.
Like, it is every bit as good as Dairy Queen or McDonald's ice cream.
Yeah.
Dare really I say good. Better.
Really good.
So, now I want to go to Costco. It's probably good that they're closed already.
That's what I was just thinking. I just checked my watch, too. So, what did we learn?
Don't be cocky and arrogant. Make sure you get your thermometer.
Always have a thermometer. Seriously, like...
How did we do that?
I don't know.
How did both of us do that?
Right? That's what I was thinking. I took my tote of everything. I forgot to throw my Thermapen in there.
Well, I thought about grabbing I've got a Lightning, the Therm Pro Lightning, which I've been pretty happy with. And I also thought about grabbing my meter.
I would have liked to see that in action.
I really wanted the meter for the first cook on the barrel,
drum,
so that I could watch the ambient temperature, and I just...
Not so much, huh?
Rookie move, man.
Yeah.
Rookie move, and then arrogant pro move to not go get one.
Yeah, we should have. I mean, it wouldn't have been a huge deal to get one, but I think we were both feeling like we've cooked plenty of pork shoulders. I'm pretty comfortable with UDSs. I didn't think it would be a huge deal. And by UDS, I mean ugly drum smoker.
Well,
but
here's the stupid part. I knew I didn't have one when you picked up my bag for me.
Oh, really?
Like,
you should have told me.
I know.
Well, I mean, again, we always tell people first cook should be a pork shoulder because it's pretty forgiving.
Yep.
If you have a thermometer.
If you have a thermometer. It's true.
I mean, it still tasted fine, and it was safe to eat. It's not like we undercooked it, but pork just needs that time to render so that it's not fat and chewy, and yeah.
Yep. So, overall, great meal. And it was fun, man.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I think that was, besides Irv, that was probably our first cook that we've just done together the entire time.
Yeah.
So
I think that's true.
It was a good time. Good time.
Yeah.
So, what's your next cook, John?
I don't know. I did spare ribs. I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that last time, though, so I won't
can't
bore
remember
everyone.
if we did or not, but we weren't a huge fan, if I remember
They
right.
were. They had way more fat in them than I was expecting them to. Like, I need to change my approach. I need to do them a couple more times.
Yeah.
I still think I'll like back ribs better, but
Yeah. I personally prefer back ribs, but spare ribs have more meat on them, but
yeah. But no, we this weekend is kind of a holiday weekend here in Utah, Pioneer Day.
Yep.
So the day the Mormon pioneers. I think it's okay to call them Mormons as long as we don't call ourselves Mormons, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. That's what everybody's going to know by.
Yeah, I agree.
Came into the valley was kind of this time of year.
It's our state holiday.
So it's like a mini 4th of July, red, white, and blue. There'll be fireworks. So I'm sure we'll barbecue something. I kind of want to do another picanha.
Yeah, right on.
And I may do another pork shoulder in the drum smoker.
Do it.
If I can keep borrowing your basket. I realized I still had it.
Oh, that's fine. We did notice I have 3/4 inch inlets on mine, and you have 1 inch, and I just feel like yours just sucks in that air a little better. Easier to heat up.
Yeah.
I like that. I might change that on mine.
Yep. Yeah, that was awesome. But, how have we not talked about this? You've got a big cook coming up, man.
I do. I was waiting for you to bring it up so I didn't feel arrogant. No, we've got the competition coming up this weekend.
I know. I'm a little bummed. I could have done it. I didn't think I was going to be around to, but
yeah,
I'm jealous you're getting to do it.
Yeah, it should be fun. Feel free to drop by anytime. If anybody's listeners want to stop by, it's at the American West Heritage Center here in Cache Valley, Utah. And it'll be, I guess Saturday would be when people could come by and see what we're doing. But we're doing the 4 meats. We're doing the brisket. We're doing pulled pork, which we'll have a thermometer. We're doing ribs, and then we're going to do lollipops. My brother tried them, and we're feeling pretty good about them. So that'll be our chicken entry. So we're excited. We were just talking last night. My brother and I have much different expectations this year than we did last year. Last year it was like, we're going to go in, we're going to win this thing. Everybody's stupid. We're going to destroy. And this year we're going in to have fun. We'd like to do really well, but we're more about the journey than the destination.
That's awesome.
Yeah, should be fun.
Grandmaster or don't come back.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. If you don't see me next week, I've been canceled by John because I did not Grandmaster.
Yeah, when it's fat guy with smoker.
Seriously, though, if I win the Grandmaster and get the $10,000 grand prize, I won't need this podcast. I won't need any of you, so just kidding.
I thought you were going to say we're going to upgrade the studio or...
And instead I'm like, I'm out. See ya. No, it'll be good.
I hope you get like a sweet belt that you can wear next week, like
that would be awesome. Like a wrestling belt. That'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know how well we'll do, but we are much more prepared this year than we were last year, both actual prepared and emotionally prepared for.
That's awesome.
What we're gonna encounter. So it'll be fun. So yeah, feel free to stop by. We're Drum Brothers.
Drum Brothers. And
Drum Brothers.
We'll you should make sure take some Fat Guy stickers with you.
Oh yeah.
If anyone's listening, stop by and ask Mike for a sticker.
Faux show.
So, well, Mike, good luck.
Thanks.
Don't forget the thermometer, and if you do, call me.
I will. Now I know how important that is.
Stupid thermometer.
I mean, this podcast I listen to harps on that all the time. So, you would think I wouldn't forget, but
nope. So
what are you going to do?
You heard it here, folks. Even the best of us do dumb
Bring
things.
the freaking thermometer. Oh.
All right, everybody. Well, until next time, I'm John.
I'm Mike.
And this is Fat Guys with Smokers. Thanks for listening to the Fat Guys with Smokers podcast. Be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Be sure to subscribe so you don't forget to tune in for even more nonsense from a couple of Fat Guys with Smokers.
Don't forget to like, subscribe.